Hi, my name is Jenna and I am marketing communication trainee from Valtra. We are going to publish a 5 episodes long series to our YouTube channel. And in these videos, I will interview different departments, supervisors and one trainee. So the purpose of this concept is to show you guys what kind of work possibilities Valtra could offer for you guys. So in this video, I am going to interview our Director Manufacturing at Valtra, Tiina Herlevi. So let's go.
So my name is Tiina Herlevi and I'm currently responsible for Suolahti manufacturing operations for Valtra. You know what, Jenna, I actually started as a student at ACCO. It's close to 20 years ago almost. At that time my home base was in Tampere. I studied in the University of Technology. And then I went and did some student work and study work for ACCO Power, which was Sisu Diesel at that time, the company that builds the engines for Valtra nowadays and has been building for years already. I was a logistics student at that time and I did my final thesis for ACCO Power and then I got a temporary job at ACCO Power. And I ended up working there in different roles in the manufacturing organization for 8 years. Then I was a little bit out of ACCO. I jumped into finance, into a different company in Finland, Rautaruukki. And then after 6 months at Rautaruukki, I was offered a job here at Valtra. And then I joined Valtra almost exactly 11 years ago. And now over the past 11 years I've been in different roles in manufacturing, in supply chain, also worked at the after sales operations for a couple of years in technical service and now for close to 2 years back to manufacturing. So being quite all over the place.
Wow, that's very impressive.
Yeah, I really am grateful for the opportunities that I've got over the years. I met a couple months ago. I met my former boss from ACCO Power, who gave me once the opportunity to take over the position as a logistics manager. I told him that I'm really grateful for the fact that he gave me the opportunity because I possibly would not have recruited myself at that age, being somewhere 23, 24, like a young wild horse and not knowing what I want to do, but they really gave me the opportunity. I got a lot of responsibilities at that time, so they a little bit pushed me to grow. And what I like the most about working for ACCO and for Valtra and ACCO Power is that we continuously want to develop. If there are people, if there are individuals who really want to grow, take over new responsibilities, learn new things, I've never been told no. And this is also how I want to emphasize and how I want to support youngsters, trainees, students, is that we want to offer opportunities because I fully understand that I understand there are people who want to work in the same position for quite a long time, but then at the same time, over the years, people might want to change, might want to learn new things, and I always want to give my full support because I was once given the opportunities, I want to do that myself as well. If we consider ACCO in Finland, ACCO Power, Valtra, and if you consider that what kind of role this company has built in the society, what kind of role this company has had in the society, in the industry in Finland. At the moment, Valtra is the biggest employer in this area in Middle Finland. The products that we produce have a huge meaning to let's say we are feeding the world and we are not only producing some kind of metal things, putting metal together today, with all the smart farming features, with all the software content we have in our products, all the data-driven process decision-making things that we have ongoing. It's really state-of-the-art things that we get to do here. And even though we are located here a little bit in the middle of nowhere in Suolahti, at the same time we are part of a global company that has a huge presence all over the world, and we have great stories also, growth stories where people have moved from one location to another. So at the same time, there is an opportunity for international careers as well.
So what kind of job roles are there?
There are many different kind of roles. So altogether in the manufacturing organization we are about 650 people at the moment. Out of that 650, about 90 people are white collar people, the people who typically work in the office jobs, and the activities are related to production planning, supply chain management. We have supervisor positions, a quality team. Also, we are running quite a lot of projects related to the factory growth and also introducing new products into the manufacturing process. So we have a whole lot of different roles in the organization. Then when we talk about the shop floor workers, we have experts in many different areas. It is about machining, it's a big area, so we are a huge machining operation here. Assembly, we assemble transmissions, we assemble tractors, we upload software to the tractors, we do a lot of maintenance activities, we do a lot of quality inspections, supplier quality. So it is a very wide, so even in the manufacturing organization we are able to build quite nice career paths and personal development if a person is willing to do that. One of the key things for us is of course diversity. So the more diverse team we have, the better success we will have. And if you consider competition in this industry, for example, if we really focused only on, if we only had people who knew about farming, who knew about tractors itself, most likely we would continue doing things the same way we've done. But then to be successful also in the future, we want to renew, we want to develop. And the more different kind of perspective, experiences we can put together, the better our future will be. For example, if we talk about our shop floor activities and people, operators working in material handling or quality or in assembly, we have onboarded a lot of people with no manufacturing experience. And we have had very good, let's say, performance by people who, we have very good performance by people who have never worked there before, because we will train, of course, the people to do the work they are doing. So we have received a lot of new employees from healthcare sector or from retail, for example.
Would you like to name for me some positions you offer for trainees from factory or from engineering?
So currently it is somehow based on the need that we may have. So there may be some projects ongoing where we need some students, for example, interns to work on. So currently we do not have a continuous program ongoing that we would continuously have certain amount of interns. It is more, let's say, demand-based in that sense. And in that sense, I also would like to ask all students to be very active. So if you apply, send us an open application, for example, and you don't get an internship at that time, don't get down, don't get disappointed, because then the times change, different projects are starting and stopping at different times. So typically we have interns at the time when there is a need for that, because therefore with that we can also really give them a reasonable, a meaningful work that they really can contribute and learn at the same time. So for example, in the manufacturing we have at the moment couple internships ongoing, so it's a little bit demand-based. Whenever there is any kind of projects or we need resource for something, we always go for the database that we have of open applications and see. And then what we do also very actively, what is Valtra is very well known, is that we work very closely together cross-functionally within the departments. So if somebody gets an application and they may not have anything available at that time, we typically distribute it over and said, hey, you mentioned about that you might have a project starting and have a look at this application, maybe this could be a good person for you.
So what would you say it takes for each employee to contribute the best tractor experience?
everybody does it, and everybody plays a huge role in terms of delivering the best tractor experience, because we can only win as a team, and everybody is playing an important role in this team that we have here at Valtra. And really our vision is to deliver the best tractor experiences, and that is a thing that all of us can relate to. And at the same time it means that the part of the best tractor experience is to feel good about working at Valtra. So we want to make sure, and what we want to make sure that the well-being of people working at Valtra, people are committed to working at Valtra, and in that way, when they are energized, they are happy to work at Valtra, we all can also provide the best tractor experiences to our customers. So it really is, everybody are playing their own role in terms of that. So whether the job is to do quality inspections, whether it is to come up with digital marketing strategy or whatever, but at the end of the day, that's really the key vision and the driver for us in our everyday work. Your own tractor experience has to be very good. It has to be the best in order for you to be able to deliver it to our customers. Be active. Like I mentioned earlier, we are continuously developing our processes. There are a lot of projects ongoing, and we always go for our open applications database. So if you have an idea how you could contribute to Valtra, even better. And don't hesitate to write down what you have been working on. Even though you may think that I don't know anything about tractors or I don't know anything about farming, just let us know what you have done so far and what your interest areas are, because that's the way for us to know what you are interested in doing, and then we can potentially find a good match in between what we have, what kind of demand we have as a company, and then what we could offer to you as a student. So be active and don't give up.
Thank you, Tiina, so much for this interview.
Thank you, and thanks for working for Valtra.
It was very interesting to hear how Tiina had ended up working for Valtra, and even though she has had a long history working for Valtra, she has got the possibility to develop and grow. So if you're interested in applying to Valtra, go to Valtra Careers and send your application.